You've seen the ads about Issue 1, our statewide constitutional amendment. The Vote Yes campaign wants to get politicians out of the legislative district map drawing process. But the Vote No campaign says it's just a way for Democrats to get ahead, especially with the amount of money being spent on those ads. Our Morgan Trout dug into the records and found out who is funding each side of this Issue 1 debate.
We have a real chance to change how our legislature is elected in Ohio through Issue 1 this year.
For Cuyahoga County voter Wendy Leatherberry, a vote yes on Issue 1 is a no-brainer.
The opportunity to end gerrymandering and therefore have a legislature that more reflects our population.
Gerrymandering is the purposeful manipulation of boundary lines to favor one political party. Ohio lawmakers draw district and congressional maps, ones that directly impact them and their colleagues. But the ballot proposal would create a 15-member Citizens Redistricting Commission made up of 5 Republicans, 5 Democrats, and 5 independent Ohioans with no political ties. A newly released campaign finance report shows Vote Yes has raised $40 million since the beginning of 2024. Of the total, 85% has come from out of state. The largest contributors of money are progressive or nonpartisan groups in the D.C. area, funding about 65% of the campaign so far. Film director Steven Spielberg even pitched in, with he and his wife, Kate Capshaw, donating $100,000. Medina County voter Bruce Christopher and other Republicans say they aren't surprised that the money is coming from liberal donors.
Now they're trying to change it and have gerrymandering so they can get back in power.
He's supporting the Vote No campaign. In their financial filing, they've raised $6 million total. Of that amount, only 50% comes from out of state. The largest contributors are conservative groups from D.C. and Ohio. One of the largest individual donations came from Cleveland Browns owners Jimmy and Dee Haslam with $100,000. The opponents of Issue 1 argue that the difference in financial support proves that Democrats are trying to gain control.
Their policies over the years have been not well liked, and they've lost in some cases 60-40.
The amendment campaign organizers say that this is not a Democratic versus Republican issue, but citizens versus politicians, which is why it's raising so much money.
We're a purple state. We're not flaming red Ohio that some people think we are.
To learn more in depth about the amendment, go to our website and click Issue 1 Explainer for a full breakdown. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trout reporting.
And now your latest voting deadline. Applications for absentee ballots in Ohio must be received by tomorrow. So basically, if you haven't mailed your application yet, you'll have to drop it off at your county board of elections tonight or tomorrow by 8:30 p.m. or vote early in person or on election day instead. Those early voting hours are expanded again with just over 1 week now before Election Day. 1,600,000 Ohioans have already cast ballots. We've shown you the lines at the Board of Elections in Cuyahoga County, where it saw bigger numbers in 12 of the first 16 days of early voting than it did in 2020. Lorain County also seeing more people voting early in person, but
so we're significantly down on mail voting as well, and I really think that has a lot to do with the pandemic. But a lot of people got used to voting early in person at the Board of Elections here and across the state, and I think that's why we're seeing a large number of people that are coming out in person to vote early.
Okay, so nationally, 45 million Americans have already cast their vote.